Yeah, so let's talk about put a ring on it. Let's get into that. Cause girl, he had me screaming too. Yeah, I do. I am not a fan of Mr. Kenneth. I feel like if I was younger, I probably would be a fan of Kenneth. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, Kenneth probably got some good D game for sure. I mean, he probably got you got to slang that because you ain't slanging no coins and then else. Okay, he probably has some good D game, but anyway, so let's get into it. So y'all know the argument happened. Okay, first of all, y'all go ahead and hit the like button on this video, girl, over here on the good YouTube. Go ahead and hit the like. All right, as we get into put a ring on it, go ahead and share the video, child. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that too. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, the argument. Y'all know Miss Shea at the restaurant with her boo. You done got Fonzo came in there with his boo Tay. All right, so she over there having an exchange of words. Shay kills me because she's so insecure, and it just, and they say that. What I think Kanye West said that in the song, "The prettiest women do the ugliest things." That's because they insecure as, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so Tay told her, and I appreciate it. She said this. She said, "I don't understand why y'all decided to do this show if it was gonna be a problem." I said, "Come on with it." Come on with it, Tay. Like, why? Why are you on this show if you always finding a problem with all of his women? And see, this is the thing. I feel like because Tay is a bigger woman, I think she likes to force that energy, like she could beat up anybody or she could whoop through. You know what I'm saying? You done met the right one. Cause see, Miss Girl Tay was finna hit your ass with a plate. But some of these girls, unfortunately, they ain't finna fight. They finna cap. Okay, some of these women done got like the men. All right, man, they finna pop piggity pop. Okay, that's what they finna do. And you over here trying to run up on everybody, girl. You're gonna meet your match. Be careful. Look like you was about to meet your match there. Okay. Anyway, girl. So Shay ran up on her, okay, and told her, she said something to her like, "If you hit me with a plate, girl, if you hit me with that plate, da, 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 da." I was like, "Girl, she hit you with the plate, what? You gonna be joining Beauty and the Beast? You gonna be one of those little artifacts or whatever the hell he had in there, one of them talking plates?" That's what it was giving, because it was gonna be upside your head. What you mean? Okay. So anyway, she gets mad, and then she gets mad. Walks outside and tells him that he need to calm his date down or something like that. And she was upset about how he didn't do nothing. And I say he ain't do SHI because you're always doing SHI. That's why he ain't do nothing. Because this is typical. This is what you do. This is what you do. That's why. So I felt like you was looking for an issue. And you thought that Miss Girl wasn't about that life, but Miss Girl very much so was about that life. And she was ready. Okay. So then decides to blame him when she walks out and heads to the passenger side of the car to get in it. But what was weird to me was when she walked out, she said some slick stuff like, "You better tell that girl I know how to fight. You better tell her I know how." I said, why he need to let her know that you know how to fight? Like, what is that? If that ain't some high school, you better tell her, because I'm a girl, I know how to fight for real. You better let her know I know how I can fight for real. And this plate will be going upside your head. For real. Like, what we doing? Words. Man, tell that girl I know how to fight for real. And you know how to look dumb as hell. For real. Fighting over this dude going through the same trends, only to look stupid because you chose to stick with him. So you make yourself look a fool, and then you stay in this situation and then wonder why people laughing at you. And he's still over there literally doing this. Like, well, I can't help you. I don't know what to tell you. He's still over there with this action. Girl, I can't. Anyway, the two dates decided they was gonna come together. Tay and the other dude decided they was gonna come together and eat the food together, child. I said, I'm glad somebody had a good time. Okay, maybe that was the reason. Maybe y'all needed to go on this date to come together, to meet each other or something. You know what I'm saying? I was like, anyway, girl, let's get to Shorty and her man with no coin. So the man walks in with because she about to go on this date, right? So the man walks in, and Kenneth decided he was going to pat him down. I said, Kenneth, what you doing? If you pat him down for some coin, that's what you're doing. Because you know when we pat you down, baby, you're not going to have a dime. You know that, right? Okay, I'm just letting you know why you trying to fill up on somebody else's pockets. We still filling on yours. Yes, nothing but lint. What is it giving? We're still feeling. What is it giving? Exactly. Scoop back up off this man in his pockets. We know how you be, scammer. We know how y'all do. Y'all be real slick with the pickpocket. You from up north. You ain't from Louisiana for real, huh? That's what we thought. But anyway, girl, so Kenneth over there patting the man down and stuff, and Kenneth out here trying to make friends with the man. So it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you from such, so I'm from such and such too. Yeah, you know, I'll be about that. Like, I do that thing too. Yeah, we from the side. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see you about you. I said, why are you over here trying to make friends? Oh, I get it. You're trying to make friends. So if she does choose him, you already got an in. You already got somebody you could be a connect with. So you can find out where your girl at. Girl. Anyway, so they get to the date. Tavi opens up and talk about how he actually has a real job and he opens up gyms. Okay, so I guess he has different franchises at different places. Okay, that's what Tavi's been over here doing. So Shorty says, girl, and Shorty, girl, listen, ma'am. Listen, you didn't have to tell us, we already knew, but we're glad that you're confirming what it is that we already knew. So she says that, you know, Ken lied about things that he did, you know, but when I found out that he was a bogus as hell, it was a little too late because I was in love. I said, I bet you are. You was in love with the D, huh? It's okay. No, you know, happen to the best of them. It's all right. You still have time. You can always come home. You can always come home, okay? So we learned that Tavi got children, okay? Shorty. Oh yeah, so Kenneth and his date arrives, and I hated that she seemed to be so bothered. I said, girl, don't nobody want that man. Girl, don't nobody want that man but you, girl. You ain't even what you bothered for. Like, let him come in and have a seat, girl. He probably glad to have a seat on own. Okay, I'm sure he's glad to have a seat and a meal on own. Girl, let the man sit down. Mm-hmm. Okay, so anyway, Kenneth and his date, Miss Centrell. Kenneth and Centrell are not interacting at all because he bothered. He can't focus. He's stuck on Shorty. And for me, I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to see, was Otis this distracted? Maybe he was, but Otis seemed like he still at least enjoyed his date. Hell, Fonzo don't count. He couldn't even sit down and enjoy his damn date. I think Kenneth is really, really afraid of losing his meal ticket. So let's keep going. All right. So Chantrell, Chantrell or whatever her name is, not even trying to get to know Kenneth. She over here ear hustling for Kenneth. I didn't understand the madness or the importance. So I'm like, what you doing that for? Like, what is that? Like, I mean, and if you are, it makes me like those type of girls that would do that are A-okay with holding a position of being a side. And girl, that would be terrible for you. Anyway, so Kenneth, they finally start having a conversation. Kenneth says that he's a workaholic and he had to separate himself from that. What you mean you had to separate yourself from that, Kenneth? What you mean? You had to separate from the job and you had to go different ways? What you mean? What you mean about the separation? You had to separate yourself from what? It didn't talk about he got a daughter. So I guess his daughter is like, what, 7 or something? But he was in a 6-year relationship. And I guess he's been with Shorty for about 3 years or whatnot. So I don't know what happened with their relationship. But anyway, Chantrell asked him about, I guess, commitment because he's been in long-term relationships, but he hasn't committed to anyone. And he says that he is committed, but circumstances wouldn't allow him to commit. I said, well, we know what circumstances you're talking about, sir. We know, meaning he ain't got no coin. Okay. So that's why. That's the true definition when dudes be like, oh, I want to make sure, even though sometimes it do be an excuse. It be, well, I just want to make sure I got my, I want to make sure my finances and everything is in order and this and that and woo, 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 woo. It's giving, you can't afford the ring, So I'm just saying what it looked like, girl. I mean, and that man may have a full job. He might actually do be out here working for real. But how they paying you up over here on the OWN network show, you ain't got Nathaniel. Okay. What else? In the confessional, Kenneth started speaking on his relationship and wondering whether or not this is the one for him. I said, boy, bye. Even when people tried to tell you it wasn't the one for you, you wasn't hearing it. Okay. Even when she tried to let you know, you were still running behind her. So don't be going in the confessional trying to make the people think and believe that you're not gonna be with this girl. Okay, because that's what you really want. What else? Chantrell wants another date because she didn't get his full attention on this date because he was a bit occupied. So I do wonder if he is going to give her another date. Kenneth is smart, lay some pipe, live in luxury, smart dude. I can't. Smart dude to me. I cannot. Now, Jamie, you know snooping is exhausting. Excuse me. They're not snooping. Or do you mean Snoopy? What y'all mean? What you calling that man that for? Then he has to take screenshots and then hide them in the cloud. That's his job. Exactly. I feel like I made a note of that at some point in this conversation. Okay. Joshua says workaholic. Kenneth's only place of employment is the bedroom. That is the only place that he is putting in work. Come on, talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. And I hate it for Shorty, honestly. If that is the aspect, like he only has that to offer, because I feel like if you're not really like connected to your person, like if he's not fully pulling the weight like you want, I think over time y'all just become a bit disconnected. So I just feel like sex life for them could be very tough, because times when he wants it, she just may not want it because he's not stimulating her in other areas. The only thing he can do is that. So I just feel like sometimes their sex life is probably not even as enjoyable as it used to be in the beginning, especially with all the ups and downs, all the breakups and stuff like that. I just feel like it don't hit like it used to, you know? Girl, what I'm sipping on, girl. So I had made my own little caramel macchiato, girl, you know. So I got my little cold caramel macchiato from about the store. And then I got me some caramel. I got the caramel macchiato creamer and all that. So, I was just seeing how the little girls was doing their coffee and stuff like that over there on the TikTok. So then I had decided to, make my own. So, and it's so really good. Okay, with the ice and everything, the ice that melted. But it's good. It is good. Ooh, I wonder if he is on child support. I think sometimes when dudes get on child support too, that could be why his if I don't know if he is, but if he is, that could be another reason for his up and downs. Because some dudes that feel like they shouldn't be put on child support likes to have those up and down job situations, right? Not all of them, but some of them. And I wonder if he's at that place where he'd rather get paid under the table. So he be doing these little skimpy jobs because he don't want so much of his money to go to child support. I do feel like they be messing the dudes up though, for real, with that little child support. Like, girl, if you over there working a fast food restaurant, sometimes retail, and they take that chunk out, baby, it make you feel like, what was I working for? What is this? Like, they done took all the, you know what I'm saying? Well, you gotta just, it sucks, but you gotta go the extra mile. Okay, maybe go get a degree, go get a different type of trade that's going to get a certification. It's really going to pay you the coin, so you'll be able to take care of that, and be able to live and survive. But don't be trying to latch and attach yourself onto a woman, and have her doing everything. She's going to start resenting you. But then at the same time, it is like, well, shoot, if she the one accepting you as you is, then, hell, I guess go for it, because there's plenty of women that's gonna latch on, that ain't doing SHI about their life, and gonna latch on to a man that's doing a whole lot. But I guess sometimes men just really don't mind, huh? But the way Shea piped up at the end with old Otis, I'm like, really? You talking about Shea or Charlie? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Okay, y'all. We're gonna talk about it. What else? Shorty come on this show as a way. She already said she tried to break up with him before when she was on her date with Hollywood. Oh, you talking about when when she was talking? I'm thinking about like, what, she tried to break up with him when she was talking to Hollywood. But yeah, on that date she did say that she tried to break up with him before. And I feel like she on the show hoping that he gonna find his match, because it's like, high key, baby, it ain't me. It's not me, dear heart. It's about me. You need to go ahead and find who for you. Okay, but let's go ahead and move on. Let's get to who else we got down here? Shea and Dr. Nicole, because y'all know Shea done sat up here and show her horse and didn't want to sit up here and then ask Dr. Nicole for some advice and stuff. I said, girl, not you showing out and want to ask her for the advice, but you was gonna show out anyway. Oh, okay then. So Shea and Dr. Nicole, she lying, saying, I would never react in a manner that would downgrade me as a person. Girl, close the blinds, because you're lying, okay? And you've said it on more than one occasion how you've acted. So now you want to say you would never do anything that's going to downgrade. Like, girl, I'm glad the cameras caught it, because you could fool Dr. Nicole, which I'm sure you're not fooling, but you're not gonna fool us. Okay. Now she says she doesn't like to be, or maybe I said it, she doesn't like to be ignored, I suppose. She felt like they came in and sat down like they didn't even know each other. And that was the thing for me. Y'all are on 2 separate dates. Why he got to come in and act like he really know you, or hey babe, or this and that, when he's on a whole nother date? Y'all came on 2 separate dates to focus on those dates, not each other. She didn't send y'all on a date together. So it really grinds her gears that she's not acknowledged. I don't know. I don't know what that. I don't know how to label that, but she definitely needs the attention. She needs to be acknowledged, and she needs everybody to know that, oh, that's the girlfriend. Oh, that's the fiance to the man that works with Rick Ross. Like, I guess, girl. Anyway, I felt like Tay didn't know you either. For you to say they just came in and sat down like they didn't even know us. I said, Tay don't know you. She don't know you. You want her to say, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Like, no. So Dr. Nicole tells her she is restricting him from showing and playing out his decisions to see where she fits in his life. She keeps trying to, and that's another thing. She always tries to prevent something before allowing things to really happen, because he may do something that's going to impress you. But you go into this mindset of thinking the worst case scenario that you don't even let stuff play out. Okay. So you messing yourself up. Anyway, Shea says that she's scared because when it's over, she'll never be back. And before she even talked about the engagement and stuff, I said, girl, bye, because y'all was already engaged and you still came back. So what are we talking about? And I'm glad that she went into more detail, because Dr. Nicole tells her she needs to be honest with herself. I said, as she should. Please be honest with yourself, because you're causing this friction, honestly, with yourself. You're at war with yourself internally. And I feel like it's because, number one, you know what it is that you should be doing. Okay. You know what you should be doing, but you're fighting with, I believe, trying to prove a point to others. Because I truly believe she's had conversations with other people that's probably told her, girl, you need to leave this man. Girl, you need to move on. If you're so unhappy, then da-da-da-da-da. Right. And I feel like she's at war with herself, because she knows what it is she needs to do, which is to walk away. Talking about some, what she said, I'm afraid, when it's over, this is it. Like, I'm not coming back. It's over. All right. So Dr. Nicole, that we talked about that. So Shea is afraid of allowing him to do his own thing because she doesn't trust anything that he do. That's why she afraid. She don't trust nothing about him. And I'm like, well, why are you here? Okay, so Dr. Nicole asked her about the engagement being called off. So Shea says they actually went to go and get married in Vegas. They went to the courthouse, did all of the paperwork. But what they did not know was that they needed somebody from Vegas, an officiant, to sign said paperwork, right? So after that, because they still wanted to be, with each other, they decided to throw this big old engagement party, right? She said that's when issues started to come up. I think the issues with the mama, the baby mama, the other girl that made the post talk about he's the love of her life, all of these signs and things started to come up, which resulted in them separating for what she said, maybe 10 months. And then eventually she decided to get back with him. But when she got back with him, they didn't make any decisions on, you need to fix this, you need to fix that. This is what we're trying to do. Like, it was none of that. She just got back with him like all willy-nilly, right? So she says, or maybe I said this, Shea is more upset with herself and the decisions that she's made versus with him or anybody else. She really upset with herself that she got back in this situation, okay? She returned to the relationship without laying down any requests or anything as far as him changing and them growing together. So she says that she's prepared herself for a departure and says that if it doesn't work, then that's it. I don't believe Shea. I do not believe Shea. Her saying, yeah, I prepared myself for a departure, I don't believe that at all. But we'll see how it's gonna go at the end of the season. Also, how Shea State, they went through the ceremony in Vegas but didn't get the marriage license signed. Something isn't making sense. You know what, Tina? I kind of thought the same, because I would have thought somebody from Vegas would have stressed that to you, that hey, here's the documentation, make sure you take this to your local office, whatever. I don't know the process of how you go about getting married in Vegas, but I would think that that's what they would do. Now, whether you decide to turn it in or go over there and do whatever, then maybe that's on you. I'm not sure how that process goes, but I was listening like, yeah, something doesn't seem 100% right, but okay. What else? See what you guys are saying. Tay Cherie was not going to let Shea come at her physically. She had that plate ready. She did. And it was like, y'all brought me out here for this. I know y'all ain't bring me here for this, SHI. That's exactly what it's giving. Shea wants to be attached to fame and a man with money who she feels is important. Right. I think that's the term I was looking for when I was like, I don't know what to label that. She needs a ton of validation. That's what I was looking for. She needs a ton of recognition. And I don't feel like anything is wrong because, like, if you're in a relationship, you want to be known. You know what I'm saying? You want people to know that you're in a relationship or whatever. You ain't got to, brag about, this, like, boyfriend, girlfriend, you got to show it off all the time. But I understand. But at the same time, her huge issues with it makes me feel like she's seeking some type of validation in the life of a man that's connected to somebody with wealth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hood rich, whatever you want to give it. Let's go ahead. Let's move on. The guys link up, which was a dumb scene. Didn't understand why we had to see them link up, but I only appreciated one piece of the conversation, and that was from Fonzo. So the guys speak on a relationship being afraid of getting rejected if they propose. So all of the guys are at this place where, dang, I don't know what, if I propose to her, like, I don't know, like, she say no, I don't know if I'm gonna ever ask again. And Fonzo talks, I don't know if I'm gonna do it either. I'm like, you doing it again right now will be you doing it again, because y'all have already been down that road. I'm so confused, and y'all called off a whole engagement. So I'm like, Fonzo, shut the hell, I don't know what you talking about. But Fonzo, here go Kenneth and say, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know. I'm like, hey, I want to get out on one knee, but I feel like if I get out on one knee, then, you know what I'm saying, Shorty gonna be like, nah, I don't really want to do that. And Fonzo said, bro, can I give you a little bit of advice? You know what I'm saying? Man to man, like, just receive. He was like, yo, what's up? What you got to tell me? And then Fonzo says, I really think that you need to focus on getting yourself together. You really got to make sure you good and you right or whatever before you go on to, the next step and the next level. In so many words, the mother saying you need time with Dr. Nicole alone. You need long, extended time. You need to work on yourself. You need to get your job together. Because the way Miss Girl talk about you is because you don't bring SHI to the table. And a woman that got more than you gonna always be able to talk down to you. Understand that. And I said, you better let him know what the hell is up. But then it was for me. It was Kenneth sitting over here acting like it was, wow, mind-blowing. Oh my God, that was very pivotal. Oh my, wow, you really said some things there. Listen, sir, okay? Listen, these are things that you already know. Okay, I don't know if you hadn't heard it from a man, and maybe that's why I hit different, but these are things that you already know, and you're not going to fix anything. He meant like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, that was really good. That was some good information there. Like, I'm going to have to take that. Like, boy, sit down, because you ain't going to with it. Girl, anyway, so Otis over there talking about how he all out of arguments. Otis, we about to be out of you. We are just... Anyway, Fonzo says that he would be shocked if Shea said no. I guess I'd be shocked too, the way she be showing her all the time. I guess she would sit up here and accept it. Next thing you know, we gonna see Shea ass over there talking about something, marry me now. Girl, anyway, the guys say if she doesn't say yes, they don't know if they'll do it again. Kenneth was talking about he would probably go join a cult and go figure out his life. And I said, baby, why would you wait? Why would you wait? Why would you wait? And you know what it made me think when he said that, y'all? Why I thought about Martin. Y'all remember the episode when Martin had them dreads or whatever? He had went to I'm gonna say a cult, but I don't know where Martin went to. And they was doing all the little praising and stuff. Did they have something to do with Gina making more money than him? I cannot remember, but I remember him leaving. But I also know at one point it was an issue that Gina made more money than Martin. And that's exactly what I thought about when he talked about going to a cult or wherever he gonna go and try and find it himself. I said, well, get to go. Do they take Greyhounds where you going? Because I'm sure you can't take no flight. So where you going? Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Oh, so you ain't gonna do no Greyhound. Well, you can afford the Baker bus. You can, yeah. I'm sure they got like $20 tickets. Go ahead. Go where you gonna go. Jumpstart that quick then, okay? You ain't gotta wait. Why you waiting? Don't wait. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. All right, let's move on. But what's that Martin? Somebody tell me. Okay, tell me, was it Martin? Yes, he went to go be a monk. That's what it was. I thought about Martin too. He was okay. So we saw each other, Amina. We saw each other. I knew it. Yes. Okay, yes, the midnight. Do not come to Georgia though, sir. Yes, on the midnight train from Georgia. Correct. Yes, ma'am. Do not come here. He's already here. Shea and Fonzo's marriage would be so toxic. She is too jealous. And what? And he works on the road with plenty of groupies. Yeah, and she can't be with him all the time. And I just don't think he's doing right for her mental. I feel like she should go ahead and leave this relationship because she's going to start, if she hasn't already, adopting certain type of behaviors that's going to roll over into her next relationship. So she needs to step back if it ain't, you know what I'm saying, if it ain't growing her. She need to step back. The first thing I thought about was Teresa BF Louie from Real Housewives of New Jersey, that creepy retreat video, child. Embarrassing. Not Louie. Not Louie, honey. Right. But when I think about Louie, yeah, he would be Louie sending a video, an apology video to the woman. Kenneth is going to ride that struggle bus with the donut wheel. And still the wheels until the wheels fall off. Girl. I knew Martin had went off to do something, y'all, because I damn sure thought about Martin. I said, girl, did Martin leave Gina? Because she was making too much money or something like that. I knew it was a month. It was some type of episode. All right, so let's get to the meetup. Okay, so Kenneth and Shorty. So they speak on their dates, okay? Kenneth says that his attraction level has hit high with the ladies lately, okay? He wasn't there all the way on his date because he was so focused on Shorty, but the attraction level was there. I said, this man is so bogus to me. Because last week you were sitting up there talking about how, no, I think he said the attraction level didn't hit. It didn't hit. It was not at a high, I think, this week. But last week you said that you was interested or something like that, or the girl, you were attracted to her last week. But this week you trying to say it's not. I said, boy, shut up. You just say whatever. So then last week, oh yeah, that's what I said. I said last week, he was attracted or found the ladies to be attractive, but this week you don't. Okay, anyway, so Shorty speaks on women. Ooh. So Dr. Nicole was like, well, Shorty, what do you think about that? Like, how do you feel about what he has to say? Girl, Kenneth know what he like. He do. Kenneth knows what he like. I think the issue is just that the women that Kenneth likes are typically out of his league. When I tell you, Shorty has been dragging the out this man, and I actually love it, because if you can sit up there and be upset with her and go to her page and try and get her fired or whatever and say whatever you're gonna say to try and embarrass this lady or whatever, now she's doing it to your ass in the best way possible, and she's also keeping it real, and she's also not sugarcoating things to make you feel better. Maybe this is the SHI that you need to hear to get your shit together. Okay, so I was glad that she said that. What else? Shorty speaks on him not being honest. She says, when we first met, I mean, he had me thinking that he had a lot of things going on that really he didn't, but I didn't learn about those things until later after I had fallen in love with him. Whew. Embarrassing. So she said that Dr. Nicole wanted to know what were some of the things that you wanted him to have. She said honesty, leadership, financial stability, in so many words, even though she said economically. She says maturity. She said those were things that she felt could come over time, right? What else? But then we get back to Kenneth. Kenneth over there like, I mean, she over here acting like I'm incapable. Well, have you been capable of getting those things? I'm confused on what you want her to say here, sir. I mean, where are you now? What are you? Help them. We all still. Where are you now, sir? How is it going for you? What's happening? Is she like I'm just? I'm incapable. And you know what's sad is if you're still at that place and we know that you are capable, meaning that she knows that you're capable, yet you choose to not go out and do anything, that's going to make her dislike and resent you even more. And she's been wanting to separate from you because you're not offering anything, but she can't because you're always there. Whew, girl, there's some scary teas there, honey. Let's get to Otis and Charlie, honey. Let's get. He needs to be emasculated. Not only is he a homosexual, he's a scammer. He earned that dragging. Oh my! It reminded me of how he was telling his previous date that he did general contracting, okay, etc. And he be lying, and he probably said the same thing to Shorty. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. I do wonder though, I'll be honest. I do wonder like if he has like a criminal record or something. Y'all know with a lot of men, once you get that criminal record, they make it very hard for you to go out and get like a good job. I feel like some of the ways you can go around that is probably to actually get in school and study and, you know, do what you need to do and get a degree or something like that, trade or whatever. Then maybe some doors or something may open up for you. But I wonder what his history is with the law. That maybe could have restricted him from getting certain type of, you know, better paying opportunities, or if this is just a mentality thing and he just enjoys operating in that manner. I wonder what's going on, especially being a father, you know, when you want to be able to make as much as you can to provide for your child. But, you know, some days don't, girl. Let's go ahead and let's move on. Okay, Otis and Charlie. So Otis says he learns that he can trust his girl Charlie regardless of the situation. That's what he's saying. So he bogus, but Charlie decides that she was gonna call him out and say, you know what? Now he over here being bogus, Dr. Nicole. I just want to let you know, Miss Ma'am, he's definitely attracted to that girl Milan. Because at one moment he trying to say she looked like a little girl, and they say, you know, he all on her body, looking at her tattoos and stuff. Like, girl, do not believe this man. This man is bogus. Okay, so Otis thinks she has issues when he speaks on other women. She said, correction, baby. Charlie had a lot to say this episode, okay? Charlie, I always saw Charlie as a person that sits there and takes whatever he dishes out, but she was very vocal this time, okay? Charlie was like, nope, correction, boo. Okay, I dislike women. It's certain women, if I don't care for them, those are the ones I don't care to hear about. Okay, period. So Dr. Nicole tells them if y'all both want a safe space with each other, you have to create those spaces for pretty much, you have to be that space if you want to, you know, want him to give you the space back or vice versa, right? So Otis lets everyone know that he and Milan, because he was like, oh, I just felt like, you know, I should just keep it real. I should be honest. Okay, what you need to keep real, what you need to be honest. He says, me and old girl contacted each other. We talked via social media. Honestly, y'all, I don't feel like Otis did that to be honest. I feel like he did that to get a reaction out of Charlie because I think he enjoys doing that to her. I really do. I feel like he enjoys getting her upset, seeing her respond. And I also feel like he did that to get a reaction out of her in hopes that Dr. Nicole would chastise her versus chastising him, because every time he comes in there to sit in front of Dr. Nicole and them, it's always like he's in the wrong. So I think he was trying to like play a little mind game too. Get Charlie to act out because he already knew how she was going to act. And then Dr. Nicole will shift the issue, you know, from him to being about her, even though he was going to get called out about having this conversation with this lady anyway. So what else? Now, Charlie decided she was going to call this man a monster. I said, now, come on, Charlie. Like, girl, not a monster now. Girl, not a monster. Not a Martell, girl. Not you going to call this man. I'm like, okay. I don't know if I would say monster, but when you said liar, I was with you on that. Okay, I definitely was there with you on that. What else? I just thought that was funny that now all of a sudden he wanted to be open, okay, and let her know about like, oh, I've been texting this person, I DM'd them or whatever. So Charlie says that she wants to reach out to the girl. She's like, oh, okay, so you can DM and do what you want to do. Well, cool. I'm going to DM and do what I want to do too. Okay, so you ain't ever got to worry about it. And then Dr. Nicole said, well, baby, what is that going to do? She said, it's going to do a lot because I'm going to have a conversation. Here goes Shay. I would do the same thing if I was her. I'll be blowing up everybody. Okay, because they're going to have to know. I said, Shay, we know what you would do, okay? And you done sat up here crying in front of Dr. Nicole talking about, I never want to do anything that's going to downgrade who I am. Move away. All right, what else we got? Charlie is feeling like it's over. She's mad as hell. It's over. It's a deal breaker for her. Okay. He keeps embarrassing her, is what she said. She wants to leave. She wants the keys. Okay. She wants to go about her business. You could tell Dr. Nicole was not featuring that because she's like, girl, we're supposed to get resolution. We're supposed to get understanding. Like, where are you going? And I felt like, Charlie, you doing all of this only to still be with him. We'll see you next week, girl. Because I mean, you're still gonna be with him. So okay. What else? Charlie said she was so pissed. She didn't even want to talk about Brent. She was pissed off because Dr. Nicole tried to ask her. I don't want to talk about this girl. I do not want to talk about that man. I'm pissed off and I need to go because I'm a slip up and I'm a slick like cuss your style. And you ain't even doing that to me, ma'am. So you need to let me go ahead and go. All right. What else? We couldn't even get to the next couple because of because of Charlie and Otis. So right. What else? What was interesting was seeing when they tried to get to the next couple, Charlie was over there talking to him like, did you do I know your because I'm gonna tell you right, motherfucker. And then she looked when Dr. Nicole was like, y'all can't do. First of all, it's Dr. Nicole's facials for me. Care to share? Girl. Dr. Nicole and these facials. Y'all care to share? Girl, Miss Charlie over there pausing in mid-sentence like, say what? Girl, just let me get the hell up out of here because and it was really interesting seeing Charlie go in on him because, like I said, I'm used to seeing her as a person that probably just takes whatever he dishes out. And she just was not having the SHI. And I was like, check this out, I was like, get in his ass, girl. Yes. Let us know that you was not no punk on that like that, girl. In his ass. Yes, ma'am. So that was pretty much the episode. Put a ring on it. Okay. Charlie was so pissed. LOL. She is so mean when I am truly mad. Okay. She was eating him up. Girl, like they in class getting caught. Exactly. Exactly. Girl, the facial expressions be hilarious. Okay. I really did. I know I did. I really didn't think she had it in her. But she was like, you got me. You have me. I said, yes. Eat him up, Charlie. Eat him up. Shay was so happy to see that her and Charlie had similar reactions. Right. And she was kind of a bit happy, like, well, I'm glad I ain't the only one up here cutting up. Okay, I'm glad she's gonna cut up too. I feel you, girl. All right, take the energy and the heat off me just a little bit. What else y'all are saying before we move on to y'all favorite show, girl? Before we move on to y'all favorite show, girl. Charlie was mad because she been in check for so right. I have been in check for so long, trying to respect your feelings, respect the relationship, and do all this other stuff, okay? To make sure that I'm within lines and within bounds of the relationship. But then here you are out here operating outside of that. That's not how that go. That's effed up. And I'm glad I wish she would have got a little more louder with his. To be honest with you, Otis had tears in his eyes. He been showing out, but he know he don't want to lose, okay? I love that she ate him up. And when she said, I need the keys, I was like, ooh, do you need the car keys or do you need the house keys? Like, do you need his key? Were you finna lock him out the house? That's what I was wondering. Lock him out the house, girl. Lock him out. Lock him out. That chat is everything to me. I cannot stop laughing. Jamie, you are hilarious and I wish the best for you and your channel. Thank you so much, Ivory Love. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.